Hello, today we are going to learn the binomial expansion. Binomial expansion. The question here is write out the binomial expansion of the term that is given there. Remember, in the junior circle, we have learned that when we have x plus y squared, we can expand it in normal way like that, and then you multiply out, and finally you will get x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. So by multiplying out the first bracket by the second bracket, we get this. Remember, the same, we can also multiply if we have 2 to the power of 3. We can multiply like that. The first two, we multiply the first two, and then the product that we are going to get, we multiply by the third bracket. But the things will become more complicated when we have a power, a big power, 4 or 5, 6, 7, 10, something like that. How will you multiply in the context of exam? How will you multiply 10 brackets like that? You will waste your time. It will be time consuming, waste of time. That's why there is a technique, a method that we call the binomial expansion, the theorem of binomial expansion. Binomial expansion, there is a theorem. So how we do that? How we do that technique? For example, let me take just like that. X plus y to the power of 5. The way it is given. So to multiply it, I get 5, I put there, and 0. This is the first term that I'm going to write, x, y, and the power of x will be 5 take away 0. 5 take away 0 is 5. And the power of y will be the 0 that we have there. So that the sum of the power of 5 with the power of y will give 5 that we have there. This will be the first term. But let me tell you in advance that the total number of the terms that we are going to have will be 6 terms. So when we have power 5, we will have in total 6 terms. If we have a 4 there, we will have in total 5 terms. If we have a 3, we will have in total 4 terms. If we have 2, we are going to have in total 3 terms. Now, this is our first term. As I said, we are going to have 6 terms. And this will be our first term. And then the second term will be 5, 1, and then x, y, and the power of 5, the power of x will be 5 take away 1. 5 take away 1 is what? 5 take away 1. 5 take away 1 is 4. Put 4 there. And the power of y is 1. I put there. And then the next term, it will be 5, 2, multiply by xy, what will be the power of x there? The power of x will be 5 take away 2. 5 take away 2, that will be 3. And the power of y will be the 2 that we have there. I put 2 here. And then we go to the next term. The fourth term that you're going to put. Fourth term, going to put there. Fourth term, I put 5, 3. 5, 3. 5, 3 multiplied by what? 5, 3 multiplied by the product x, y. xy. xy. And what will be the power of x? Power of x here. Power of x will be 5 take away 3 is 2. And the power of y will be 3. So, I come back again to tell you that we make sure that the sum of the power will be always 5. 3 plus 2 is 5, 2 plus 3 is 5, 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 0 is 5. And then the next term. So the next term will be 5, 4. 5, 4. 5, 4 multiplied by x, y. xy. So the power of x will be 5 take away 4 is 1, and the power of y will be 4 that we have there. So here again we see that 1 plus 4 make 5. And then the very last term, 5, 5. So this will be, now when we reach 5, so that means our very last term. And then the power of x will be 5 take away 5 is 0. And the power of y will be 5. Look what we have got. Now, we have now the 6 terms. But what are the values of the terms? We need to get the value of each term here. The value of each term, I get my calculator. I am using the Casio calculator. So the value of my first term, so I get the value of the bracket. I go to press 5, and then I press shift, and then I go to the button that is there where we see the division like that, and on the top there is NCR. It is what we need. So after pressing on the shift, so I go to press the button here, there, so CR, and then I enter 0. This will give me 1. Press equal, then this gives me 1. Now, this term, for this term, the bracket gives me the value 1. Multiplied by x to the power of 5. Multiplied by x to the power of 5. And y to the power of 0, anything to the power of 0 is 1. 5,000 billion to the power of 0 is 1. 3,000 to the power of 0 is 1. Minus 5.6 to the power of 0 is 1. So, y value, the value of y value will give me 1. So that the first term, for the first term, I'm going to get this. This is the value of the first term. And then I go to get the value of the second term. So I press 5 and I go to shift again. And then I press this button here. And I enter 1. So the bracket will give me 5. So the bracket gives me 5 multiplied by x to the power 4 and y to the power of 1. And then I go to the third term. The third term, I do the same thing. I go to enter 5. I press shift. I press this button there. And then I enter 2. So this will give me 10. So this bracket will give me 10. 10x to the power of 3 and y to the power of 2. So now I go to the next term. So the term number 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Term number 4. So I go to enter 5 and then I press shift. I press this button here, if you can see it. This button here. Yeah, it is that one that I have there. So I go to press it and I enter 3 and I press equal. So this will give me 10 x squared y cubed. And then this term here. So again I press 5, shift, press the button, 4, and this will give me 5. The bracket here will give me 5. 5 what? 5x y 4. And then the last one that we have there, the last term, this one will be the last term. If you enter 5, shift, press the button, 5, this will give me 1. So this will give 1. And the power of x 0 is the power of x is 0. That means x to the power of 0 will give me 1. X to the power of 0 will give me 1. So 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by y squared. 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by y to the power of 5. So 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by y to the power of 5 will give me y to the power of 5. So finally, look what we got. So this is the expanded expression that we have there. Okay, so we finished there. So see you on my next video. Thank you.